Hi, welcome back to our channel, the channel where we share tips on Singapore immigration matters and where you get to hear the experience of our clients themselves. It was not easy to grab hold of a busy doctor, but today we have a very special guest, Dr. Avinash here with us to share his story.
Hi Elena, nice to see you again.
Would you like to share with our viewers a little bit more about yourself and where you come from?
Yes, sure. I'm Dr. Avinash. I'm working and living in Singapore since last 4 years. I'm working as an anesthesiologist in KK Women's Hospital.
It's actually a very interesting occupation. Would you like to share with our viewers how's a day like as an anesthesiologist in Singapore and how Singapore has helped you grow professionally here?
Sure. In simple words, anesthesiology is a person who put patients to sleep and then wake up them at the end of the surgery safely. Also, anesthesiologists are involved in management of the critical care patient. So here in Singapore, anesthesiologists are involved in almost all the critical care management. Also, as a professionally, we have learned here like a research-based orientation and the research-based management of the patient. So yes, we have increased or we have enriched our knowledge here a lot.
Dr. Avinash, would you like to share how did you first get to Singapore?
This is quite interesting. I came here in Singapore in 2017 for the first time as a tourist. It's actually for my honeymoon. But when I came here, I like Singapore a lot. Such a clean country, multiracial and then multicultural base. So after going back, I tried to search whether I can work in Singapore. So I came across few job opportunities and then I applied here. And then everything went smooth and I came here in 2018 to work as an anesthesiologist.
And sure, we're at KK Hospital?
Yes, it was KK Hospital, my first job.
And what actually spurred you and your wife to apply to be Singapore PRs? Because you guys were holding a stable job on employment pass, right?
Yes. So after working here for almost 1 or 2 years, then we came to conclusion or we decided that Singapore is a country where we want to live forever because it's more like my home country culture-wise, and then all the races are welcome here. So we thought, okay, let's take a chance. So we decided here to get a PR, and for future, what I have understood is getting PR makes many things more comfortable or more easier, like getting medical facilities, getting education for children. So that's why we decided to get Singapore PR.
Singapore PRs, right, you get to enjoy many perks and benefits very similar to a Singapore citizen.
Yes.
In fact, as a PR, after 2 years, you're also entitled to apply for citizenship.
Right.
I think the only difference between a PR and Singapore citizen is the type of passport you hold, and that PR cannot be involved in voting during our general elections. And there is just some slight fee difference when it comes to subsidies, incentives, and benefits, versus a Singapore citizen. But generally, I think PR still hold many benefits as compared to being on a work pass,
Yes.
whereby it's a lot more unstable and you're just tied down to one employer.
Right.
So it's actually a very good call that you make, applying for PR early, because we have met a lot of clients whereby only coming to Singapore for more than 10 years, then they decide to apply for PR. So by the time, maybe age is not so favorable for them anymore, or they may lose out in terms of competitiveness to their, younger generation. A lot of clients who come to us, they are applicants who have failed at their own PR applications before. Because as you know, to apply for PR, you can actually do it by yourself on ICE's website. So what actually makes you want to engage a professional, an immigration firm, to do the paperwork for you instead of doing it on your own?
The story starts from I saw an ad on Facebook that the ICA is requesting doctors to apply for PR. So I decided, okay, this is the best opportunity to apply for PR. Then I started with some basic research how I can apply for PR. So then I asked my few friends. They told me you can go to ICA website. Then I went to ICA website, but then later I realized that applying PR is not an easy job. It's very tedious procedure. You need lots of documents, lots of letters. So I thought better, like I am as a professional like anesthesiologist, or if you want any specialized service, you go to specialized person. Like if you have any heart issue, you go to cardiac doctor. So I thought, okay, better I go to someone professional who can help me. And I don't want to take a risk like I will apply for the first time, and if it fails, then okay, I will apply for the second time. I just wanted to be sure I should get the PR in the first.
So Dr. Avinash, how do you hear about us and what makes you choose us over the other many immigration firms out there?
One of my friend had applied through your agency, and then he recommended me about your agency, saying this agency is very professional. They really help you to gather all the documents, to arrange for the letters, and they even guide you what next process you need to do. So I went to your web page on Facebook and the Google, and then I found more than 90% have positive reviews. So I decided, okay, I will go through this agency for my PR application.
Thank you so much for choosing us and trusting us with your application, which is such an important decision to make. And how's your experience working with the immigration people actually?
Yes, I'm definitely happy I chose this agency, because I can remember for the first time when we arranged for our meeting on Zoom, then you explain us all the procedure and a real scenario, like what percentage of PR are approved each year, and how we can proceed. And then I was like, okay, my decision is right, and I don't have to worry about my application now. My process for application was quite smooth. I got my PR within 5 months. There was no query, nothing. I think only one time, because the status of my, actually my wife job changed. She got a promotion. So at that time I need to amend my application. But for that also, I think your team helped me a lot to reapply or amend my application.
5 months is really a pretty short time to get approved, because we have some clients whereby they waited for 12 months or even longer before receiving the outcome. So Dr. Avinash, what was your reaction when you found out you got approved, and what was your family's reaction?
I clearly remember the moment when I got this letter, because it was almost 5 months after my application, and I knew that in near future I will get letter from ICA. So the day I got letter from ICA, I was like, okay, it might be acceptance, it might be rejection. But when I opened the letter and I saw the first sentence written, we are pleased to accept your application as a PR, and I was so happy. My wife was so happy. We thought, okay, the life is going to be easy now.
So after becoming PRs, what are your plans for the future? Now, I also understand that your wife is expecting,
Yes.
and in her 3rd trimester.
Okay, so that was a two good news at the same time for me. So it was like double happiness. So as a PR, because I got my PR, so some of the things have become easy for me. So education wise also, the professional wise also, and the medical wise. Professional wise, as a PR, I can apply for my future studies here in Singapore. So that makes that will help me to become a consultant or progress in my career. Another thing is, as we are PR now, we don't have to worry about our medical bills. We don't have to worry about our children education, because they can go to government school, and then it's less expensive compared to the international school.
So one final question, Dr. Avinash. What are some of the tips you have for our viewers out there who may be considering about applying for Singapore PR?
Okay. My advice for the viewers will be, don't worry about whether your application will get accepted or rejected. You just choose the right agency, and I think the immigration people will be the right agency for your applications. The Elena will take care of your application, and you just rest. Don't worry about your application.
Thank you so much for your kind words, and also what a great advice to the people out there. Dr. Avinash's story has shown that Singapore welcomes and embraces skilled professionals from all over the world. I hope that his story has inspired you to take the first step for your Singapore PR journey as well. And that's all for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed listening to Dr. Avinash's sharing as much as I do. If you liked today's episode, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and you can also view our other PR success stories on our YouTube channel. For more helpful content on Singapore immigration matters, don't forget to check out our other social media platforms. And I'll see you next week. Bye!
Bye.